Hi, welcome. I'm James Barnes from IT Economics. I'm speaking to Dominic Price from Atlassian. He is a work futurist.
Best made-up job ever.
Exactly, and this is going to be my very first question. I was going to say, how do you become a futurist, and what do futurists do the whole time? Do you just sit around drinking beer?
Yes. No. So the futurist came about because we sat there and said, if our mission is to unleash the potential in every team, we need to understand teamwork, but not teamwork today, right? If we understand teamwork today and ship that to you, that's probably what you wanted last year. Yeah. And so we have to understand and imagine what the future of work looks like in terms of technology, people, practices, ways of working. And so my job genuinely is to dream and to try and understand what the future looks like, and then help Atlassian understand how can we build stuff today that you don't even know you realize you need yet.
Okay, so you're kind of like the main product owner.
Absolutely not. See, this is the advantage of being a work futurist, is I know nothing about technology, right? And the idea is we're not trying to do this from a product management sense, because product management tends to be quite iterative. What we're trying to do is to say, what does the future of teamwork look like? Might not be technology based, could be people based, could be the ways of working, practices, very much around the environment and where you work. And so we're dreaming big and bold. And then the idea is, how do we just pull the bow and try and understand what we can do today to help you in the future with that? And agile as an example, right? Agile is a practice. Yep. It's a way. It's not a technology. So it's a practice and way of working. So the more we can understand agility and new ways of working in the workplace, the better we can help our customers.
Well, that is a perfect segue into my next question. And my next question is, I was actually watching one of these YouTube videos with you, and you were talking about, you basically said, and I quote roughly, he said that the term agile transformation is very ironic.
It's terrible.
And I was wondering if you could actually maybe just talk about that. So what's the problem, and what would you suggest instead of agile transformation in that sense?
So there's a couple of reasons why I don't like it, right? And these come from real life examples, from going into customers and businesses and hearing those words said on repeat. And then I walk around and all I see is mediocrity, right? I see old ways of working dressed up in posters, right, and a few buzzwords, but the actual fundamental philosophy, the spirit of the business hasn't changed, right? It's a whole lot of senior leaders around a table going, we need to transform. And you're like, brilliant. Are you transforming? Like, are you changing? Yeah. So the challenge I have with it is, to become agile, you just start, right? Agility isn't something that happens over an 18-month period and you cut the ribbon on the room and you're like, look, now we're agile. And yet most agile transformations are 12 to 18-month plans. They are these wonderful waterfall plans to become agile. And no one gets the irony that they're following an old way of working and then suddenly, right, you're going to wake up one day and go, we're now all agile. The other part, and this is, I think, a lot of organizations struggle with, is they train their people on agile. They don't change their philosophy and their ways of working. And so what you end up doing is you end up with a whole lot of employees that come back into your office going, I want to be agile, but all your systems, not just your technology, but your systems of how you work, your planning cycles, how you do budgeting, how you do performance reviews, right? How you actually engage your teams, how you measure success, are all in this old way of working. And so they go through these transformations without really understanding how to embrace the spirit of agile. And so for me, it's not transformation, it's evolution. Start today, try something. If it works, do more of it. If it doesn't, stop. And then tomorrow, try something new, try something new, try something new. I think the thing that people want is agility. I think the mistake they're making is they're buying agile, and the two aren't the same.
Okay, really interesting. Then that's also a good segue to the next question. So what do you see then as, I mean, so you said you're a futurist and you think about these sort of things, but how do you see Atlassian and their solution partners, us, helping that happen?
So I think this is where we can genuinely add value to our customers in a multitude of different ways. One is we share as much thought leadership as possible, not only how we scale Atlassian, but also stories from customers, right? And I think the more we share in like a peer-to-peer network of here's something that worked and here's something that didn't, I think we can all benefit, right? I don't think we're necessarily in competition with each other. And I think that sharing is caring is a good idea. Once we've done that sharing, I think the value of a solution partner is to say, how do I understand your environment? How do I understand your people, your industry, your business, your goals? Because every single customer is unique. And we've got over 150,000 customers, and often we can get carried away by the number and not realize that every single one of those customers is different. They're facing a unique challenge in a unique market with a unique set of customers and clients and suppliers and vendors. And so the idea of a solution partner is that they can intimately get involved in that environment, understand it better than anyone else, and help drive meaningful change. And I think what every business wants is to stay relevant. And that's where the combination of tools, practices and getting solution partners to actually evolve that change, I think those customers and clients have a chance of staying relevant and being the best version of themselves. And often if they try and do it by themselves, they just carry on doing the old thing but a little bit faster. So the fresh set of eyes, I think, is amazingly valuable.
We've been speaking to Dominic Price from Atlassian, work futurist. Thank you very much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
We're looking forward to your talk later about the future of work and technology. Everybody, Dominic Price.
Thank you very much.